This is Replicant Fish. Welcome back. Glad you could join me again. Hope you're having a good day. Doing well? Now to begin, I want to briefly say this. There's a small trend going around of women in the lockdown shaving their hair. Now apparently, that stems from men having to give themselves haircuts, bad or crap haircuts during the lockdown. But you see, I don't fully agree. Because there's something women do, where in a certain situation, they would cut their hair shorter, usually following or during something traumatic. So some women who have just come out of very heavy relationships, you'd see them chop their hair off, get a new short hairstyle, or either do that bald thing at the sides, That or from being in a situation like we're in now, in the lockdown. Which is, yes, a small random fact, and I may make a full video on this, because there are many articles on this. But enough fish waffling. Let's begin, though the intro fully relates to this article. From Pajiba.com, or Pahiba, I'm not okay. Ooh, okay, alright. Brace yourselves, she's not okay. So this is a woman, clearly, who's having a hard time right now during the lockdown, for her own reasons. I'm Not Okay by Emily Chambers. I'm not okay. I should clarify. I'm fine. I'm safe. I'm healthy. I have a job that is secure, even in the current market. I have a home, thankfully a much larger one than I would have had I not broken my lease early. And no one close to me has even been seriously sick yet. I am not a danger to myself or others. I'm fine.
Bullshit.
Okay then, alright. So she is okay. She's actually okay. She still has a job and a place. She's actually better off than a lot of people right now. But for some reason, she's still not happy. I wonder why. Don't laugh, fish, don't laugh, you haven't even started yet. But I'm not okay. Okay then, alright. So she's not okay. Something's wrong. Single woman, she's not okay. Let's see why. More specifically, if I were behaving 2 months ago the way I'm behaving now, I'd be legitimately concerned about my mental health. Okay, another one about mental health. Seems to be a concurrent thing, amongst some of these articles. I'm just pointing it out, Seems to be quite common, but let's carry on. I'm crying on a daily basis. The weirdest one was that I cried because a package was delivered sooner than expected. But it's been in reaction to almost anything. Wow, oh my god. Wow, damn, crying about anything. Having lived with a woman, dealing with a woman that's crying for a reason you're not sure of, and you have to wonder, what, is it because of me? Did I do something? Is she crying because of me? If not, I don't care, but seriously. But in dealing with a woman who's crying, you have to be good. You have to be good. You have to be a very understanding person, I'm not sure why I'm laughing, but you have to be understanding and actually caring and attentive to a crying woman. Especially one that cries every day, Only a real man could deal with that. Yeah, as women say. I have trouble concentrating on tasks and often repeat to myself. Well, as an android fish, I kind of understand. And probably the worst, I've been reliving all of the terrible things I've ever done and feeling guilty about them. Way more than I usually do. Now let's stop there for a second. Interesting, isn't it? Yes. Come on. Now, in reliving all the terrible things she may have done, you'd have to wonder what sort of things she may be reliving. And not just her. Think of this on a macro scale, as in women in general. Not all of them, obviously, and not even all the single ones, but many of them right now are in a sense mimicking what this woman's going through. And how many of them, I wonder, are reliving many a dark tale, a dark frisky night or day with a random guy somewhere, 1, 2, a few, hey. Understand this, and even I was naive to this as well. I didn't think deeply enough into it. When society is running and everything is moving smoothly, for some, there's no time to stop and think. Something I tell you bastards to do all the time. Stop and think. But because many women have these busy lives, and have all these men throwing themselves at them, simping for them, lapping at their feet, many women have no time to stop and think. Many like too much excitement or something to do. They don't like getting bored. So understand, in essence, many women have no choice now but to be bored, but to stop and think. Thus, I wonder how many are reliving said dark and frisky nights. Let's carry on. While we're on that topic, David Baczynski, I'm sorry I shoved your head into a hook when we got into a fight in the coat room in 5th grade. You had it coming because you started that shit. Okay, calm down, love, calm down. It's a school memory. It's not the guy you let bust all over your face and didn't call you back. I'm joking, that was too far. That was too far, we carry on. But I still feel bad about it. Well, I'm sure you've washed your face by now, but okay, my bad. She was talking about something else. I consciously know that I'm fine, and that I'm grateful that I'm doing as well as I am, because I know that's not true for everyone. But subconsciously, I'm not okay. We're all stressed out AF, and that's taking a toll on all of us. And I know that I'm lucky to only be dealing with what I'm dealing with. But the stress is presenting itself for me in a couple of very specific ways. First is that my job is at a place that's helping out to address the food insecurity, which I probably don't need to tell you has skyrocketed in the past couple of months. So work is harder and even more overwhelming than it usually is. Well, at least you're working. Be happy you have a job. Many people don't. Once again, shout out to those who work in the food service, even this woman here, for making sure we get our food, as long as you're not stressed out too much, and the truckers and anyone else that wants to shout yourself out, feel free to do so. The other is that I'm sheltering in place, alone, and now we have reached the pinnacle. Amongst her waffling, this is the point she was trying to get to. The fact that she's alone. She has access to family and friends, but there's no man there, is there? No, there isn't. But once again, men are useless. We're good for nothing. Until we're needed. Okay. And guys, it's lonely in here. So lonely. Don't laugh, come on. Don't laugh, come on. I've still got a social network that I've gotten to lean on. We're checking in on each other. We're zooming and texting. I've had actual real life physical contact because I've been helping out some family members and had to be added to their social distancing circle. Again, I'm luckier than most. I'm laughing because of what she's about to say. Only my stupid son of a bitch body isn't listening. It's telling me that not only are things very bad out there, seriously, the deaths, the sickness, the racism, the unimaginable need, but that I've also been abandoned. Ooh, let's stop for a second there. Feeling of abandonment. Many women would feel this right now. This feeling of abandonment. Even if no one has abandoned them. No. As I've said before, when things are running fine, many women don't see how much they have to lean on. We as men see it because we have no choice. We live a different life to many of them. So this feeling of abandonment would be more rife in them than it would be us. Many of us are fine and content being single bastards. Awesome, single bastards. Because physically, no one is around, and I'm trying to justify that by reliving all the terrible things I did to drive them away. Thanks for that one, brain. Again, the total recall, the memories now flooding back. The dark things she had done, the lies she may have told, the pain she may have caused. At least she does have some humanity, It's strange how we now see this humanity. All of a sudden. Now that desperation is in the air. Also, for the struggling parents out there right now, I completely understand why you might be swearing at me and wishing to have no one around. If it helps, I'm swearing at you that you have someone physically close enough to you that you're annoyed with them. Again, interesting. Again, a point we've seen before. The jealousy from both sides. The women with men and the ones without them. The ones jealous of the women complaining about their men and their children or whatever. And the single ones complaining that I wish I had someone there to complain to and about. Is that endearing as a man? Should I feel, special that women want a man just so that he can be there for them to be annoyed with him? Or am I looking at it wrong? You're looking at it wrong, Fish. She just wants someone there to hold her, tell her she's special. I need to stop laughing. I really do. I need to stop laughing. Don't blame it on the boogie. Blame the Colombian coffee. I need to stop drinking the Colombian coffee. God and her sick sense of humor and whatnot. So she's clarifying that God is a woman. So I'm coping with what I know is a stressful situation and what I feel is a stressful situation. And that again is my point. See how similar this article is? It's another woman who is single in the lockdown. A woman who may have believed what feminism had told her, that she doesn't need a man. Yet nature, reality is showing many of them, oh, you need a man. If not the man, the attention of men. Or maybe one man to be there to soothe you. Or just a man you can vent to and talk about how you feel. Yeah, good luck. I show you these things so that you can know the difference as to problems that may be yours and the ones that are hers, that are theirs. Because many men would date a woman and the man would believe everything is his fault, and the woman would not tell him. She would gaslight him to have him believe everything is his fault, all the while acting coy to the woman she really is and the things she suffers with. Damn. 'Tis good to be a man. 'Tis good to see, is it not? As the saying goes, a woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle. Well, the truth is, some fish see women as only a bicycle. But seriously. In other words, focus. Observe. Remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.